My dear brothers and sisters, in our gospel passage today, someone asked Jesus that his mother and his brothers are there to speak with him. Parang gusto niyang sabihin na, narito ko ang inyong pamilya. Uunahin ho ba namin sila? Kasi sila ang inyong pamilya. It is as if there is ranking. Dahil sila ay pamilya nyo, mas mataas sila kaysa sa amin. Kaya dapat unahin ninyo sila bago kami. But Jesus was teaching that person, do not look down on yourself. That is why Jesus was teaching them, who are my mother and my brothers and sisters? Here, he said, looking at his disciples, they are not ordinary disciples. They are my brother, my sister, and my mother. In the eyes of Jesus, there are no ranking. There are no places and titles. Jesus looks at you as His family. Kaya ho, madalas kapag tayo'y nagtutungo sa simbahan, madalas may ranking. O kaya pakiramdam ninyo, sila ang mas malapit sa Diyos kasi taong simbahan sila. Ako'y maliit na tao lang naman. Many times, we look down on ourselves as unworthy of God. But Jesus teaches us, do not look down on yourself. Jesus looks at you as His family. Kaya po sa susunod, wag na ho kayo dyan sa likod. Baka akala niyo ko pang special guest lang yung harapan, no? Sa susunod ho, pwede ho kayo dito sa harapan, no? Baka kasi sabihin niyo, ay, di naman ako magdo-donate ng malaki, no? Dito lang ako sa gilid, no? Ako'y simpleng nagsisimba lang naman, sa likod lang ako, okay na ako. Do not look down on yourself as if you are just for the sidelines of the church. You are a family. You are members of the family of God. That is why in our first reading today from the book of the prophet Micah, the prophet tells us that the people of Israel remembers the action of God not as an action of a tyrant or a king, but an action of a shepherd. The prophet Micah remembers when God rescued Israel from Egypt and brought them to the promised land in the midst of the woodlands of Carmel, in the fields of Bashan and Gilead. They remembered that God was not like the Pharaoh of Egypt. The Pharaoh of Egypt looked at his people with rankings and titles. You are an officer, I will love you. But if you are an ordinary slave, I do not love you. You are just a slave. But for God, God does not look down on us. He looks at us with love. He looks at us as His own family. Kaya po sa pagpunta natin sa simbahan, sana tuwing tayo'y magsisimba, wag nating isiping hindi tayo karapat-dapat sa Diyos. We always attend the Eucharistic celebration not with self-righteousness and not even with self-deprecation, but we attend the Holy Eucharist with loving confidence. Confident that God looks at us as His own family. You are a family. So consider yourselves as TMC family, the Manila Cathedral family. And when we start looking at ourselves as family, then our following of God will become deeper and more meaningful. My dear brothers and sisters, we always go to the Holy Eucharist confident that God looks at us as His own family. Amen.